ਤੇ ਦੇਸ਼ ਦੀ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਸੱਤਾਧਰ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਲਿਬਰਲ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਜਸਟਿਨ ਟਰੂਡੋ ਦੀ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਲਗਾਤਾਰ ਹਾਊਸ ਆਫ ਕਾਮਨਸ ਦੇ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਪੀਰੀਅਡ ਦੌਰਾਨ ਸਵਾਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਘੇਰੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈ। ਲਗਾਤਾਰ ਵਿਰੋਧੀ ਪਾਰਟੀਆਂ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਜਸਟਿਨ ਟਰੂਡੋ ਦੇ ਕਈ ਮੁੱਦਿਆਂ ਤੇ ਸਵਾਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਕਟਹਿਰੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਖੜਾ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਨ। ਸੋਮਵਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਹਾਊਸ ਆਫ ਕਾਮਨਸ ਵਿੱਚ USCA ਅਤੇ ਕਲਾਈਮੇਟ ਚੇਂਜ ਦਾ ਮੁੱਦਾ ਗੁੰਝਿਆ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਇੱਕ ਪਾਸੇ ਵਿਰੋਧੀ ਧਿਰ ਆਗੂ ਐਂਡਰਿਊ ਸ਼ੀਅਰ ਨੇ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਦੀ ਕਾਰਜਸ਼ੈਲੀ ਤੇ ਸਵਾਲ ਚੁੱਕੇ, ਉੱਥੇ ਦੂਜੇ ਪਾਸੇ NDP ਦੇ ਆਗੂ ਨੇ ਕਲਾਈਮੇਟ ਚੇਂਜ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨੇ ਸਾਧੇ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਸਵਾਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਬੇਬਾਕੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਟਰੂਡੋ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਜਵਾਬ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਗਿਆ।
Where they support a motion that Conservatives have put forward, and then they do absolutely nothing to take action afterwards. The Prime Minister has had years to deal with this issue, and the fact is that these individuals who have gone and fought with ISIS are coming back and are not facing justice. He has introduced legislation that actually ties the hands of our security officials, and shockingly, he's reduced the penalties for those who are facing terrorist-related charges. When will the Prime Minister finally take real action to protect our communities from this?
Minister. Mr. Speaker, once again, as all Canadians know, as everyone in this House knows, supporting terrorism is a crime, and travelling to support terrorism is a crime. That's why we have full confidence in our police and intelligence services to ensure that there are consequences for people committing these crimes, and that at the same time we do everything necessary to keep Canadians and our communities safe. That is among the many reasons, those are among the many reasons why we will be supporting the Conservatives' Opposition Day motion.
Again, Mr. Speaker, they're supporting the motion, but they're taking no actual measures to make Canadians safer. They've seen this pattern over and over again. We've also seen another pattern from this Prime Minister, Mr. Speaker, and that is refusing to answer simple questions. And I'm going to ask him one about the Mark Norman case. I'm going to assure him that I am not interested in his opinion on the case itself. I'm not asking him to comment on the case. I would like to know if he will make sure that all documents necessary for the defence are made available to Mark Norman's legal team.
Mr. Speaker, I thank the member opposite for his question. As he well knows, it would be inappropriate for me to comment on an ongoing court case.
See, the Prime Minister is trying to deflect attention on this by trying to pretend as if answering a question about a procedural matter would in some way be commenting on the case. I don't want him to comment on the case. I'm not interested in his opinion on the case. What I am interested in is due process and a fair trial for Mark Norman. Now, he has the power to allow Mark Norman's legal team to have access to the documents that are being requested. It is a yes or no decision. It is his decision alone. Will he make those documents and that evidence available?
Speaker, there are many things the members opposite could be asking questions on. We know that. And they have the right to ask questions on anything they like. But rather ask questions about our success on the USMCA, rather than ask us about the historic low unemployment figures and all the jobs we've created. They continue to ask me about this ongoing court case when it would be inappropriate for me to comment on this ongoing court case.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I guess an independent judicial process and a fair trial for a member of the Canadian Armed Forces isn't important to this Prime Minister. Right. But he asked me to ask him a question on the NAFTA deal. So I'll do that, Mr. Speaker. During this Sunday night of panic, as this government was agreeing to concession after concession after concession to Donald Trump, did the Prime Minister agree? Did the Prime Minister agree to limit Canadian exports of dairy products to third countries so that American farmers could move into that market? Did he agree to those terms?
We are very proud that we managed to secure access to our most important trading partner, and I want to thank not just people in this House, but people right across the country for standing strong and united in face of this American challenge. That is how we succeeded to move forward in the right way. We also managed to protect supply management. Despite equivocation on the other side of the House, we know that it is a good thing for Canadians, it is a good thing for agricultural industry. That is why we are going to continue to work with our dairy farmers and all supply managed sectors to ensure that they have a bright future, because we believe in them.
last night on national television that Canada is on its way to meet its GHG emissions target. He was wrong on so many levels. First, he's the only one saying that we will meet these targets. Even his own environmental commissioners says we will not. Second, at this rate, Canada will miss these targets by at least 66 million tons, which is the equivalent of 14 million cars. And third, these targets were not even his own to begin with. They were the Conservatives' targets. He admitted he had no intention of changing course in the face of these failures. Why?
Speaker, once again, we see that the Conservatives and the NDP still think there's a choice to be made between the environment and the economy. The NDP refused to accept that growing the economy in responsible ways is also a way of ensuring that we meet our targets, whereas the Conservatives don't have any plan to deal with climate change. Indeed, they want to make pollution free again. The fact of the matter is, Mr. Speaker, we are moving forward on ensuring that we grow our economy and protect our environment, including fighting climate change and meeting our Paris targets at the same time.